It's been a learning process, I would say. I mean, it's nothing that you'd expect. I mean, yes, people do tell you, giving us an idea of what fatherhood would be, how the children will behave, and all that, the stages, the terrible twos, etc. It's no more terrible two. It's something else. and so you go in with a lot of expectations. When things don't go the way you anticipate, and then it becomes a bit problematic, and a bit frustration sets in, etc. So it's been bits and pieces of everything, and for me, I've just more or less welcomed it to be like a learning process for me, and I think I've enjoyed it.
But did the advice of the people help?
Some did, some didn't. Yeah.
It's like every child is different. That's one thing I've come to realize.
Yeah, and also, it's also how you the role you also play, and how involved you are, because you can detach from the whole process, and it would be totally another different experience. And so for me, I think that there are certain underlining markers that becomes very similar from one family to the other, but you always have your unique experience with your child. Yeah.
You're very attached to your son. How old is he?
He's 7.
Okay, were you there when he was being born?
I was.
Okay.
I was, actually.
Share the experience with us.
I mean, it was so surreal. For a moment, I thought that I was watching a movie, and with me thrown in there, and words can't really describe, the feeling of a baby coming out of another human being, and it's unbelievable. It's as if time is suspended, and then waiting for the first cry or something, and then immediately sound comes out. You're like, wow, we're back to life. And so it's nothing that words are not enough to describe. You have to experience it, and it's always been my prayer that fathers would have the opportunity to really experience that and see the work that mothers go through, and all that. I think it adds something to the bond. Yeah.
Right.
That my father and his generation did was to spend more time in making sure that they leave some legacy, and so they're making sure that they're giving you a quality education. The focus is on, okay, when I'm gone, I have something established for you. You take over. And that is good, because we're supposed to leave some legacy behind for our children, and some inheritance. But I think that the focus becomes lopsided in the sense that we sacrifice quality time spent with the children, and that was my scenario, where I didn't have quality time spent with me, and therefore I'm picking information from different sources. Materials that are coming in are not supposed to come to me, because he is not there practically. He is focused on work, making sure I'm living inheritance for this boy, which is good. But then I don't have a father figure, as in a living example, where I can deal with issues like my self-esteem, my confidence, etc. are missing, and therefore I either watch movies and take tidbits, or people in the community who are not even the perfect examples or the right examples, and I'm picking all sorts of information, and that really did some damage, if you will. And I think that it is crucial that we balance the scale, whereby we spend quality time just to know even our thought processes, the child's thought processes. What are they thinking about? What are their interests? Because that also helps you to guide the child into the direction that you'd want them to, based on your experience. Yeah.
Does he still brush your hair?
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't anymore.
I do it now.
I think we saw a video when COVID came in. We saw a video of you barbering his hair. You didn't want to take. Do you still barber his hair, or you take him to the barbers now?
Yeah, once in a while I do that, just so that we can interact and ask questions, we talk about things. But I take him to the barbers. But yeah.